After the Second World War, Britain faced the enormous challenge of rebuilding its economy. Industries were slowly coming back to life, but the country urgently needed foreign currency to survive. Out of this difficult moment came a car that was never just meant for local buyers. The Standard Vanguard was created as a tool for export, a machine designed to bring money back into Britain, rather than simply serve its own people. When it was introduced in 1948, the Vanguard immediately stood out, not because it was flashy or luxurious, but because it was built with a purpose far beyond ordinary family transport. While British citizens were placed on long waiting lists, many of these cars were shipped overseas to markets like Australia, North America, and parts of Europe. For people at home, this created frustration. They saw a British car built in their own country, yet it was easier for someone abroad to own one than for them. What made the Vanguard truly special, however, was hidden beneath the surface. Unlike typical family cars of the time, it shared engineering roots with agricultural machinery. Its engine design was closely related to units used in tractors, giving it incredible durability and torque. This wasn't just clever engineering, it was a deliberate decision to create a car that could survive harsh conditions anywhere in the world. In places with rough roads and extreme environments, the Vanguard proved its worth. Owners in remote regions relied on it as more than just transportation. It became a dependable workhorse capable of handling long distances, heavy loads, and unforgiving terrain. While other cars struggled, the Vanguard kept going, but this strength came with a downside. Engineers built the car to be exceptionally tough, sometimes even more than necessary. The result was a vehicle that was heavier and more expensive to produce than many of its competitors. At a time when companies like Ford and Vauxhall focused on affordability and mass production, the Vanguard's complexity made it harder to sell at a competitive price. Despite this, the car represented a major step forward in comfort and design. It offered more space than older pre-war vehicles and delivered a smoother driving experience thanks to improved suspension. Families appreciated its practicality, using it for everything, from daily commuting to long road trips. For many, it symbolized a new beginning after years of hardship. Behind the scenes, the Vanguard played an even more critical role. Its success in export markets helped keep the Standard Motor Company alive during a very uncertain time. The revenue it generated supported future development and eventually contributed to the brand's evolution into triumph. In many ways, this car didn't just carry passengers, it carried an entire company forward. One of its most impressive qualities was endurance. The Vanguard could handle long hours of driving on rough dirt roads without breaking down. This level of reliability made it especially valuable in countries with challenging landscapes. It wasn't just built for comfort, it was built to survive. However, there was one weakness that ultimately affected its legacy: rust. Due to limited resources and basic corrosion protection methods, the bodywork was highly vulnerable. Over time, many of these cars deteriorated not because of mechanical failure, but because the metal simply couldn't withstand the elements. As a result, surviving examples today are rare. The Standard Vanguard remains a fascinating chapter in automotive history. It was a car shaped by necessity, built with ambition, and remembered for both its strengths and its flaws. More than anything, it represents a moment when engineering, economics, and history came together to create something truly unique.